Let's talk about light and how to use it. Put your phone up right now and observe the light in the place where you are. Let's find the main light. Let's search for the light source and let's think about it. Where is it coming from? How is it lightening the object that you're trying to capture? Let's think about those things and just remember a few things. Like morning light is a little bit colder than the afternoon light. Afternoon light will be warmer light. But then again, lots of shots, lots of videos are made early in the morning, let's say around 8 in the morning up to 10 or 11 in the morning, because the brightness it's very good on the people's faces, for example. And then just remember that between 11 and let's say 1 in the afternoon, the sun is basically above us. So it will create some shadows under your eyes, shadows on the faces of the people if you're going to be filming them standing right under or below the light. Sunlight might be a bit distracting in the middle of the day. So in that case, if you have to film someone during the noon or around 12, around 11, around 1 p.m., try to move them in some shade because the sun will still be very, very bright. The reflections of the sun will create nice and diffuse light on the faces of the people you'll be filming. And then you have this golden hour that everybody's talking about. The golden hour is that moment before the sunset, and it's very photogenic. It's like half an hour before the sunset or half an hour after the sunrise. It creates a beautiful warm light, but there's one issue. It's good to take photos, it's good also to take videos, but you have to know that it's not going to last for long. So you might not be able to take another shot eventually, and you'll have to wait for another day to capture that nice golden hour moment. Okay, let's talk about light. If you look at this picture, where's this main source coming from? Identify the main source of the light. Usually, if it's the daylight and you're inside, using also the artificial lights, you will still have this daylight dominant light coming in from the windows. It depends how big the windows are. It depends where the object is standing, where you're located. But try to look in the location and identify the lights. When you're indoors, look for the windows, which is the source of the light or lights. When you're outdoors, look for the way the natural light is reflecting the objects, the way it's coming from, where is it going, how is it lightening up the object or your subject. You will have to find the key light. So in this case, this is a camera, this is our object, and this is the key light. The key light is the main light, and it's the strongest, and it has the most influence on the look of the scene. So always pay attention to the main light and make sure it's placed, let's say, to one side of the camera or the subject. Now, there will also be times when the key light, the main light, will be coming directly into your object, but then you'll have to make sure that you're not making a shadow with you standing in front of the person. Then we will have the fill light. The fill light is the one that's coming from the other side to fill in those shadows that might be created by the main light. So it's called the secondary light, and it's usually placed on the opposite side of the key light. So on the other side of you filming. This could be also a white wall that you're standing in front. So if this is the main light and on this side you have the white wall, this might be a very good reflection, and it will create and it will fill in these shadows that the main light is creating. So play around with that, observe the light, think about where the main light is coming from. Then we also have the backlight. The backlight is something that's filling in the light that is placed behind the subject, and the light, these lights are usually making the object a bit lighter from the rear. So now, rather than providing direct lighting like the key lighting and fill lighting, its purpose is to provide definition and subtle highlights around the subject's outlines, which means make sure that this backlight is also not right behind the object, because that's not going to be good. Imagine as if you're standing in front of the sun and somebody's trying to film you, you will be all black and all you will see is the backlight, not the object. Play around with it right now, holding your phone, check around how the light is changing when you're moving your phone around, and try to identify also how to put the backlight to make sure the object is properly enlightened.